Hello, everyone, and welcome to Of Gunpowder and Brass, Episode 12, The Swine of Slaughterton. I'm your host and GM, Josh, and I'm hoping that tonight we have a nice, fun evening of slaughter. So, I'm going to go around and have everyone introduce themselves and their characters with their class and subclass, if they can, if they remember. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start up with Rowain.
Hi, I'm Rowain, and I am playing Maydeen Gunn, who is a winged tiefling warlock.
Okay. Mike?
Hello, I'm Mike, and I'm playing Sarah Nemonis, who is a blue dragonborn cleric.
Awesome. Melody?
I'm Melody, and I play Fane Nalo. I am a high elf druid of the Circle of Shepherd.
Okay. And finally, Patrick.
I am Patrick, and I am playing the sorcerer, who is a divine soul sorcerer.
Perfect. Alright. So last we left off, you were flying towards Slaughterton because you had heard that there was something going on there and that you weren't getting your money out of it. So, you figured it was probably a good idea to go there and get your money. So, as you approach the town, Slaughterton smells like its name. Miasma of rotting meat, offal, and blood hangs in the air for miles around the town, along with the sounds of squealing pigs, baaing sheep, and mooing cows. Your airship crew looks sick as you descend to the small tower for airship docking the town has managed to erect. The long squat slaughterhouses line the streets, with pigs, cows, and sheep being led into them and masses of cans being trucked out of them for delivery to the waiting train yards. So you dock with the tower and are met by a young human woman with short blonde hair who introduces herself as Karen Sornath.
Who wants to talk to this woman?
Well, hey there!
Hello. May I ask who you are and why you're docking with us?
Well, let me tell you after we dock. Or did we already dock?
You already docked.
Well, great. We're the new lords of the estate in this area, and we're here to take over the town.
Oh, thank gods. Please, please, go see Herbert. He's over in the slaughterhouse down there. The the oh my gosh, I forgot the word for it. The Shrike's Bite. She points you to the slaughterhouse about 2 down and 1 over.
You know, that's not the normal reaction we get when we tell people we're here to take over a town, but I guess I start walking that way.
Yeah, we've had some problems with the peasants and some of the slaughterhouses and people going missing. So if you're here to take over, then maybe you can actually fix some of this.
People have been going missing. What's in the meat?
Oh, cow, pig, sheep. You know, the regular. Maybe some fish from time to time if we get a canning order for that, but that's pretty rare up here.
Now,
Oh, okay.
when you say missing, do you mean missing and then found later dead, or missing and
Completely missing. They haven't been showing up for their shifts, or they've been disappearing before getting home.
hmm,
Hmm.
And you still think your meat's just animal products?
Well,
well, if it was bad meat, it would make them ill and die. It wouldn't make them disappear completely.
I get what
I'm
the
just not
wizard's
having
putting
any of the
down.
meat pies.
are you sure you don't
Yeah.
want any of our meat pies? They're delicious.
Do they taste like George and Nancy and
No,
whoever's
no,
gone missing?
no. I'm sure that they're just regular meat. I mean, they are usually the cast-off bits, but that's the best part, really. Who doesn't like
Just
eyes in
answer
their
me
pies?
this. If you wanted to get rid of a body in this town, what would you do?
Feed it to one of the pigs. Oh,
Yeah, I think I'm temporarily a vegetarian.
I think I am
No,
too.
Yeah, me 3.
Uh,
I'm
Sarah,
actually gonna get some now. Extra meat pies.
Saren's like, I'm a dragonborn. I've eaten human. It doesn't matter to me.
Karen looks a little green at that, which you think is pretty surprising for someone who lives literally adjacent to a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
So eventually you arrive at the Shrike's Bite, which is a large slaughterhouse with a strange mechanical door on the back end of it. And Karen opens the door for you, and inside you see an enormous set of chains holding up a large, what appears to be man. But
Whoa, I didn't know it was that kind of place.
the man is possibly looks as though he's been sewn together crudely from several different men.
Look, look. I think people going missing might be at the bottom of the list of issues you guys have.
Oh, this is Herbert. He's just a flesh golem. He's an intelligent flesh golem. He's been the leader of Slaughterton's slaughter operations for years and years, longer than any of us have been alive.
So, what is he doing hanging?
Oh, he's directing the actions of the slaughterhouse. If you notice as he pulls those chains, it'll move a cow or a pig over into the slaughtering area, and then as he pulls those, it'll move the meat off into the back line. He's incredibly strong, you know.
Yeah.
Herbert appears to be hard at work pulling meat around with these chains.
Okay. Saren goes, Yo, Herbert, take a break. We need to talk to you.
Herbert pauses and descends down the chains to you and says, "Hello, I am Herbert. Are these the people that we were told might arrive at some point, Karen?" She says, "Yes, this is them. We're finally saved."
Hold it. You guys knew we were coming?
We hoped you would. With the lack of money coming into your coffers, we assumed that you would eventually find need to come seek us out.
Ever think of just sending a letter?
We've done that for months now.
Well, you know, new
Well,
management and all. Did you address it to the right people?
They look at each other.
You know, if you don't include the customary bribes, it'll never get there.
the last, shall we say, management wasn't really good at much of anything. So,
They took their money and did nothing for us. We figured that
yeah,
withholding the money from them would eventually bring them to assist us.
that's usually what the last guy was good at, taking your money and not doing anything.
Indeed.
But
In other news, I think that was a terrible plan, and if it was the old management, you wouldn't have wanted him to show up. But I guess I digress there.
he won't be showing up anywhere anymore, by the way.
Well, he didn't do much good for us in the meantime, so I suppose it's not much of a load onto our backs that he's lost.
So, Herbert, you've been here the longest. What do you think is going on with the missing people? And
Well, what I would have to guess is that something has gone wrong with one of the plants, and if I had to make an educated guess, something inside of that plant may be taking our people for its own uses. You see, there's a pork plant on the edge of town that was specifically set up as an experiment by the previous owner, uh, Lord Harleton. It, well, they used troll blood to keep the pigs alive after slaughtering so that they could regenerate from their wounds. But we haven't heard from them in some time.
So you could slaughter them again for like
Yes,
more meat?
yes. As much meat as we desired, growing within moments of them eating again.
That would suck to be a pig.
especially a troll pig.
Their healing was such a sight. It's like something out of Penny Dreadful.
I haven't seen that one.
A Above game, A Penny Dreadful is a bad novel. So it's like, you know, just a crappy book.
Ah, I haven't read that one.
Harleton was a piece of work.
The meat is succulent. It's some of the best that I've ever had. but I can't imagine that, well, anyone who was taken into there afterwards would have been kept alive by the pigs.
And yet you were reticent to admit that you were serving people human meat.
Oh, we shouldn't be serving anyone human meat. No, only pig, cow, and sheep are slaughtered here. We don't even do poultry. Every once in a while there's some fish, but
Yeah. Pork that has eaten humans.
oh, we haven't seen anything from the plant since before the disappearances, so surely you haven't gotten any human meat in your meat pies recently.
Recently, I love how you say that. Recently.
So we might have in the past.
Well, I mean, there's always the unscrupulous person who decides to dispose of a corpse in a pig farm somewhere, and then the pigs get led here, but that's so rare as to be nearly non-existent.
Are you telling me that that's rare in a place named Slaughterton?
How many humans are here?
This town holds about 14,000 souls. Depending on what your definition of human is, there would be about 6,000 to 8,000 humans here, I would imagine. But in terms of humanoids, like dwarves, halflings, that sort of thing, there are 14,000 of us. Well, of you, I should say. And not your kind, there aren't many dragonborn around.
Just the one flesh golem, or are there more of you?
There are more flesh golems, but there are none who are intelligent, like me. The secrets of my creation were lost when the wizard who created me died in his attempt.
I did think it was a little odd. I wasn't gonna ask. Figured it might be personal.
No, I've been studied by some of the best wizards of the realm. They've all tried and tried again to recreate my creation, but no one has managed so far. I do hear there's an intelligent iron golem down in London.
Huh! The things you can do with magic these days.
Indeed.
So out of the 14,000 beings that live here, how many have gone missing?
About 70?
So that's a fair number of missing people.
Indeed.
We're not talking one or two here.
No, but we do believe that some of them have just left since the issues with the plants have started. You see,
Let's be realistic here, though. That's 0.4%. That's not statistically significant.
And how long has this been going on now?
about a month.
So 70 people in a month?
Yes.
You know, it's probably really bad for morale. We should at least fix it on that regard.
I'm just saying, you're making it sound like it's a huge deal when there's a 99.6% chance that everything's fine and you're not taken. And those are some good odds.
And we don't even know what happens to the people that are taken. They could be fine.
Maybe they're taken to the realm of ale and candy.
I mean, obviously they don't want to come back, or they would.
Herbert looks down at the two of you, shrugs slightly, and says, I don't actually know that any who have gone missing have died or been eaten or been converted into horrible swine monsters, but that is my guess.
The horrible swine monsters is oddly specific, but if that's gonna be your guess, I won't fault you for it.
Hey, if you think the horrible swine monsters are a problem, why haven't you just gone down and, I don't know, torched the place? Lots of things can be fixed with arson.
Well, we were hoping to recover the plant. It does do a significant portion of our pork production these
I thought you
days.
said that you haven't had output from it in a long time.
Yes, several months.
Everything looks like it's going fine here then. Your economy didn't collapse, huh?
But I mean, when he's talking about helping us get better monetary gain out of our property, I am inclined to hear him out.
Okay, well, side proposal here. We were getting 0 from them because they decided to withhold. So any addition is a net positive for us.
True.
And Sharon looks at Herbert and says, and a life without pork chops is a problem.
But I mean, if the missing people are all being converted into terrible swine monsters, eventually they're gonna try and have a swine monster uprising or a swine monster human rights movement.
Actually, if we're going from this from a pure profitability standpoint, didn't they say that the horrible swine monsters were way more effective? So if these people are becoming more of them, then we want that to happen from a profit standpoint. Then there is no problem. They just become swine people. We cut off their legs, feed them some more, they grow more legs. It's just profit.
As long as they don't attack us, that is.
Herbert just stares open-mouthed at Maydeen. I thought I was a monster.
What? No. Howard, no. You see, you're looking at this from the wrong perspective. I mean, look at it this way. These people who are swine monsters, they're mortal. Who doesn't want immortality?
That's true. Many of your kind have attempted to gain immortality through the same method that I was created. Usually they simply become more flesh golems for our work.
I mean, they get immortality, we get unlimited profits.
You would need to be getting some kind of meat from that plant, though.
Right. Okay, so we restore the supply and maybe we look into how to convert some of the more less desirables of society to pigs. I'm glad we had this talk. I think we've really stumbled onto a great money-making venture here together.
So, pause just a second. I will say, Fane may have some trouble with this being a druid. And this being a horrible nature destruction thing.
And
Look. If she doesn't say anything, then I won't bring up the let an entire forest burn out again. I think there's some other druids who would like to know this information.
And I don't know about you, but dying or being injured repeatedly is not a pleasant way to live your life.
Yeah, nope. I don't like it one little bit.
Well, I mean, like, After the first couple crimes against nature, what's a few more?
Because this is way beyond.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to play your character, but I'm just pointing out that that is kind of a crime against nature.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
perhaps
what part of I wanted
didn't
to
agree with
raise
it.
an entire cemetery of a town's dead for my free labor don't you understand?
No.
I wanted to steal their jewels to sell back to their families. I my character does not care.
that's fair. This is well within Madine's morals. I mean, lack of morals? I don't really know if you have any moral ground to stand on, so.
Yeah. No, we
Yeah,
can't do it.
no,
Sorry. We need
there's
to,
no
we need
morals.
to either kill them off or something, or figure out how to change them back.
Changing them back would take a Wizard of Harleton's level.
Oh, Harleton wasn't a wizard. He had a wizard who was extremely skilled that you guys blew the head off of with a cannon.
Yeah.
Well, there goes that.
We could bring him back.
Yeah, you could kill or bring back Master Grognash. I mean, I'm sure that's a good idea. He did just fireball you twice.
Hey, I'm sure we can work it out.
We bring him back with like 6 cannons at point blank range.
And when he won't cooperate, we blow him away again, and therefore waste a lot of resources
to bring him back.
Right. Yeah.
So as you discuss this, Herbert and Karen just kind of watch you all, just staring wide-eyed.
Look, you guys do what you guys want to do. I'm just saying it is a very profitable opportunity.
And against nature, yeah, no.
I think this town, if ran correctly, could be profitable without doing that.
Indeed, we are a very profitable town when run correctly. We have been for generations. It's only in the time of this most recent Sir Harleton that we really lost our way. Really only in the last few months, I would say.
When you lost your magic pigs?
Well, mostly when the peasants decided that they wouldn't come out and do their work as much. Really, that is my problem. Karen has the problem with the people disappearing. Karen nods.
See, the flesh golem gets it. He knows it's 0.4%. Who cares?
My only worry, Herbert says, is that at some point they will rise up and attempt to attack the rest of the plants to feast on the animals within.
Well, I'd hate to resort to it, but if we have to decimate them.
I mean, if we're really worried about that, we can again threaten with turning them into horrible pig monsters. I'm sure they'll show up for their ships then.
This doesn't motivate them to keep working. It motivates them to leave town.
Yeah, technically, these aren't exactly peasants, they are free men,
And look,
so they can
If you-
run away.
if you were
Have we
threatened,
considered giving higher wages?
if you were threatened with being turned into a troll pig, would you stay around?
Herbert says, yes, I wouldn't like to be a troll pig. We have been giving out higher wages in some of the plants. As you can see, some of these plants are working and manufacturing their meat production quite quickly.
Well, maybe raise the wages at this particular plant.
Yes, it's mostly the plants around the troll plant that are hard to get people into because those are where the disappearances are happening.
Wait, so let me get this straight. Would you say that probably thousands of like pigs and cows and sheep are put through these factories in a day?
Oh yes, at least tens of
So
thousands.
so it is a crime against nature, a crime against our druid's heart that she would rather have tens of thousands of animals be slaughtered daily rather than say maybe 1,000 human pig hybrids and all of the other little baby animals get to walk free. Which
People
one
make
has the
cattle and
higher
humans.
moral guilt here? You're
Humans are
saving
nature too.
tens of thousands of animals. Like, think of in a year, if you're slaughtering 10,000 animals a day,
Yeah, but
times
you gotta eat them too.
365.
Yeah, but when is nature not natural to kill humans either?
So is the life of a human a life of 1,000 humans over a lifetime more important than 1,000,000 animals?
They're half human, half animal. That's not natural.
Actually, hold it. Are these troll pigs, are they actually, are any percentage of them human, or are they just a mixture of pig and troll?
They're a mixture of pig and troll. In fact, there's a method for creating them where you inject a pig with troll blood and inject its bones with the bone marrow of a troll or a previous troll pig. You can convert them up from that.
So there's no human involved in these creatures.
So we just convert all the pigs to these and save tens of thousands of animals a day.
No, because they're still animals. They're still part pig.
Yeah, but they're part troll, which would probably eat you if given the chance.
Okay, let's actually be real. A pig would eat you if given the chance.
Well,
That's right,
yeah,
pig would eat you.
they actually often do if you fall in their pen.
Not Babe. Babe loves me.
Trip head first in Babe's pen and see how long you live.
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially if you forgot to feed her for a couple. Then, that's a story for another day.
Fighting a pig couldn't be that much harder than fighting a dog.
Yeah, okay, if you think so.
Herbert says, I mean, in the end, even if you do believe that these creatures are an abomination against nature, there is some problem coming from that plant. So either way, you will need to cleanse it of whatever problem is there. If you want to convert more, or if you want to, I guess, destroy these wondrous creations.
And it also doesn't solve what's going on with the 70 people that have disappeared.
Yes, indeed. A messenger at that moment runs up to Karen and she says, "Make it 73?"
Do you have like tracking collars on all of these people?
No, 3 people haven't reported in for their shifts in the one remaining plant that's open around them.
I'm honestly impressed that in a industrial spot of 17,000 people, you think 3 people playing hooky from work is a big deal.
Well,
Well, with the wages they're being paid, it is.
I
and
thought they were upset that they weren't being paid right.
No, those plants around that, in fact, all of the plants these days have increased their wages to try and
they,
keep them open.
they
Look,
just they just don't want to go in the scary pork plant where people are disappearing from.
you know, maybe people sometimes wake up in the morning, go to put their trousers on, and say, "Oh God, I'm gonna have to watch like 3,000 pigs get their necks sliced in front of me today," and maybe they don't want to go to work.
It is possible that everyone has just run away from this town.
I mean, have you smelled it lately?
Karen's like, "What?"
Yeah.
Eh,
Have you gone to these people's houses and checked to see if they're at their house?
We haven't done that for these remaining 3 or these newest 3, but we have checked on the other 70. That's why we have their number. I had this group keeping track of how many people entered the remaining plant over by the troll plant. But I'm sure that there's more people that aren't showing up to their shifts. It's just that this specific thing is being tracked right now.
So in other words, we're pretty sure they're fodder.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they're just at home, but the highest chance is that they disappeared on their way to work. That just seems to be what's happened.
Boy, what a nice town you must have where your disappearance rate is so low.
I I would say that the two things that at minimum we need to do is check out the pork plant to see if we can figure out what's making people run from it.
Or we think run from it if not being taken into it.
And might want to at least send somebody to check out the 3 people that just recently didn't show up.
I can have someone do that. We have runners at your disposal, lords.
As far as the smell goes, you get used to that after a day or two. It's not going to chase anybody off unless they leave the first. They come to the town and turn around and leave because it smells so bad.
So what's y'all's plan?
Well, I guess we're checking out that slaughterhouse, right?
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Alright. To the troll plant. So, as you leave, you notice Herbert climbing his chains back up into his position. to orchestrate the comings and goings of this large building. And Karen says, I will send someone to knock on the door of the plant when you, or when we have that information for you, unless you'd like to wait for it now.
Sounds like we've not a moment to lose.
All right. Good luck, she says, and then she gives you a small map of the town with directions sketched onto it rapidly to the troll plant. It's about a mile and a half away from you. Do you do anything before heading there, or do you head directly there? I
I
will
think
note that you
heading
have copper
directly there
spiders.
is the thing to do.
I'm sorry?
Yes, we gather our our spider mounts.
Okay.
Do the people around us look? What's the general vibe of the town?
Right now,
Oh.
there aren't any people moving about, or there are very few people moving about on the streets. They are industrious looking. They seem to be that level of both competent and bored that comes with a messenger's job,
Uh,
or like a food delivery or something like that.
uh,
Just generally, there aren't many people out on the streets that was in the slaughterhouse section of town that you notice.
Mm.
So you gather your copper spiders.
Yep,
Yeah, might as well.
be the
spider
quickest.
coffins.
Be the quickest way.
Okay. So as you head into, or you gather your spiders and they descend down on their webs of nigh molten bronze just past the edge of the tower. I'm getting some weird feedback. One moment. Okay. Yeah, that's better. All right. So you head into this troll plant, or head towards this troll plant, and you can tell that there are way less delivery workers around this troll plant. Everything else seems to be shut down. The stench is still pretty strong in the air, but otherwise, if you didn't know what these buildings were for, you wouldn't see any uh, animals going into the plants except for one. And that
I
one,
cast prestidigitation and I make it smell better.
so it does that for 1 hour. You can make something smell better around you in a like 5-foot cube.
Okay, well, if I have an extra moment, I'm doing that at every 5-foot cube.
You can just cast it on yourself, and a 5-foot cube will appear around you and stay there for 1 hour.
Perfect. I do that.
Okay. So it smells much nicer around him than it does around the rest of you.
What does it smell like around him?
Peaches and cream.
Move closer to him so I can smell it too.
Your spider would interfere with his, and you'd both trip up if you tried to do
Darn it.
that.
Yeah.
All right. So you've reached the troll plant. It's just a slaughterhouse like all of the others, except with no main entrance doors. It only has the exit doors and the lesser personal entrances. Your spiders can fit through those personal entrances. They'll have to squeeze in to do so, but they can manage it. Or you could leave them outside.
Now, if I have the option to ride in my mechanical spider or not, I'm gonna ride it in.
Okay.
Yes, stick the spider in.
And depending on what's in there, they might be useful.
That's fair. All right. What you see when you open the door is utter blackness. It's as though all of the light from the windows has been completely blacked out, which, if you look outside, you can tell that there's something red on all of the windows.
I turn on the spider's headlights.
The spider does not have headlights.
Well,
Well, that's an oversight.
how are you supposed to drive these at night?
You just
That's
kind of,
not safe.
yeah.
Next,
I
you're
mean,
gonna tell me it doesn't have seat belts.
no, there are no seatbelts. You can fall off of these things rather easily.
Well, that's a design oversight.
Yep.
I mean, these were probably made by Sir Harleton and Master Grognash. I don't think they cared that much about the pirates' lives.
So, no climbing up tall mountains.
Or if you do, rope yourself to it first.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, mm,
Does any of you
I
have a
guess.
light spell?
I'm being a cleric, I'm checking that as we speak.
I've got the dark vision, so
Okay, so you can
no, I
see.
didn't invest in the light spell.
Yeah, I have
Eh.
dark vision too, so.
So do I.
I think I'm the only one that doesn't.
Okay.
Dreamborns don't?
Nope. Um, but I will as a precaution, pull my executioner's sword
Oh yeah.
and cast light on the end of it.
You actually don't need to cast light on it. It glows an eerie red.
That's true. So I'll just hold it up and there's red light around me
Okay.
or around it.
Yeah. So the rest of you can see 60 feet out into this basically pile of chains that has been piled up around this entrance. You can also see the chains, Saren, but they're, you know, you can't see quite as far into the pile as the rest of the team.
Can we make our way around them or do I need to move them?
Uh,
Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say you can probably climb over them on your spiders, but if you were to try and walk through them, it would probably be very difficult.
I twin cast Mage armor on myself and I guess Mike's character.
Saren,
What
Saren.
armor level does Saren already have?
17.
Okay, you might want to cast it on the warlock. Wait, what does the
Okay, I
warlock wear?
casted it.
What does the warlock wear?
Probably just leather if you didn't buy anything special.
Yeah, just leather.
Okay, so the warlock would probably be the next squishiest after you, sorcerer.
Okay, then the warlock.
Okay. So that gives you 13 plus your dex armor, Madine.
Okay.
Alright. And then you use your spiders to climb over the chains, I suppose?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Alright. So basically this pile of chains goes on for about 40 feet around the entrance, and it looks like it's been heaped up there on purpose, like in relatively neat piles. And as you crest the pile, which is about 10 feet tall, you see what appear to be a bunch of pigs just staring at you from down below the piles of chain.
Hi,
this,
pigs.
this is concrete floor, right?
It is packed earth.
Okay. I'm just wondering why they're staring at us instead of wandering around like pigs normally do.
Yeah. They aren't squealing either. They're making no sound that you can detect.
Yes, this is a little odd.
They're just a little creepy. I'm sure it's fine.
So, since you've crested the all of you, I should say, once all of you crest to the top of these piles of chains, you do notice several of the pigs in the back scamper off out of the range of your dark vision.
Not great. They're unionized. No wonder they're having problems.
See,
Ooh, are we killing the pigs or what?
I mean, they are money makers.
we haven't really attempted to interact with them as of yet. You say the ones in the backs ran off. Are there still a bunch of them staring at us, or did they all
Yeah,
run
there's
off?
like 16 of them just kind of in not quite a line, but most of a row in front of you, like just slightly disorganized.
I turn to the druid and say, "Do you have speak with animals by chance?"
I believe I do not. Let me check. No, I don't.
Do you have animal handling, the skill?
Oh, yeah, didn't even check that. Yeah, I actually got good animal handling on that. I got +6.
Alright. So if you want to attempt to coax the pigs to, or one of the pigs to come closer to you, or try to direct them all to leave, or something like that, you can do pretty much anything that you can think of with an animal. Oh, we just
Okay,
lost
yeah,
someone.
I'll try
One
to
moment.
coax one towards us.
Gonna pause for a second.
What?
Hello everyone, welcome back. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. Fane, you would be rolling a d20 plus your modifier to attempt to do whatever. What are you specifically trying to do with the pigs?
Coax it towards us and see if what it does.
Okay, coax it towards you. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, give me that animal handling roll.
18.
All right, excellent. So you're like, here, picky, 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 sweet, and it looks to the pig next to it and grunts something. Now I need to know, do any of you speak Abyssal?
Speak what?
Abyssal.
I do.
Never
You
knew
do?
it was a language.
You actually speak
So
Abyssal. Perfect.
it's the language of demons.
Yes.
I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Nice. Alright, so you hear it grunt, hey, what the hell do you think that was? Although the word for hell is one of many nuanced variations of words for hell, because, well, there are so very many hells.
What in the year do you think this does?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
I say back in Abyssal health and safety inspection.
All of the pigs start squealing in a strange laugh-like cadence. Then one of them turns towards you and makes a horrendous retching noise and hits you, I'm pretty sure, 21 hit, sorcerer?
Unfortunately,
Yeah. Hits you with a ball of, or a spurt of acid for
oh,
10 points of damage.
vomits acid at you. Oh boy.
I was here to be nice. Fireball.
Okay. I'll roll their save. No. I'm pretty sure that an 8 does not save against your fireball.
It's a 16.
Alright, give me that damage.
31.
Okay. All of them go up in a ball of pork-scented smoke.
Hmm.
So yeah, you just murdered a bunch of these poor defenseless vomiting pigs.
Defenseless? No defenseless if there's been acid.
I turned to the sorcerer and go, they were speaking demon at you.
Yeah, I think we got some demonic pigs to deal with here, guys.
So this is a bit past the troll pig theory, unless trolls can speak abyssal.
Trolls generally do not speak abyssal.
So that's not what we're dealing with here. Okay.
Probably not.
So if we're dealing with demon pigs, I have no compunction about making as much bacon as we can eat.
I don't think we would want to eat this bacon if it's part demon.
It actually
I
smells
like peel.
delicious.
Yeah.
I peel some off of one of the corpses, and I'm like, it's passable.
It's actually some of the
Well,
better bacon you've had. There's
well,
something just a little wrong, but oh so right about it.
it is a tad bit charred. You did overcook the.
Yeah, we'll just
It's like that
let
bacon that you've left in
the
the fridge
sorcerer
for a
kill
little
them
too
all.
long.
We'll just let the sorcerer do it because he just killed like 16 with one fireball.
Oh yeah, that was 16 of them. Would they be? Yeah, they'd be able to be hit by one fireball. It's 20-foot radius. So maybe one of the ones on the outskirts is only singed, but it runs off.
So, do we think the ones that ran off earlier are also demon pigs, or?
It's safe to assume there's
Yeah,
probably cultists too. That's how these things go.
yeah. I think we need to search the place.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So you descend to the ground level, and you can either follow the line that would normally have the chains on it, or you could go somewhere deeper into the building without any real direction. But you are going to have to work a little bit to be able to see around in here, because you don't want to get turned around in this dark area.
I guess we'll follow the chains, right?
That is the direction that the pigs previously ran off in.
Yeah, might as well then.
Okay.
That way, if we get lost, we can backtrack with the chains back to where we were.
Alright. So for the purposes of this, I will need everyone's passive perceptions.
Do we want to take our break before we run into this?
Yes. Alright, so before we go too deep, I'll get everyone's passive perceptions on the break, and then we can progress with this dungeon, basically. Wide open but creepy dungeon. Alright, see you in a bit. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Of Gunpowder and Brass, the Swine of Slaughterton. Our party has just met up with the first of the swine, and they're now going to head off into this slaughterhouse to try and see what's going on with this place.
Swine and dine.
You know, I was surprised these creatures are incredibly unhelpful.
Oh, all they did was vomit acid at one of your friends. That's,
Well, that's not really polite, because he just asked a question. It's like,
Yeah. All right. So you head off into the darkness.
I have my sword still out, so there's a red glow around the sword.
Yeah, that extends for 40 feet.
That's it.
Mhm.
I was about to ask how far that went. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes bright light to 20 feet and dim light to another 20 feet past that.
Okay.
So,
I should
you...
write that down. I don't have it down.
Oh, yeah. You're heading on into the darkness when suddenly something scrapes behind Maydeen, and its hook bounces off of the back of your mage armor. There's a medium-sized man-like thing carrying a hook with a swine's head. Just right behind you. It looks like it just tried to gore your back with the hook.
Hey, guys, we have some pork chops that are getting a little uppity.
I say an abyssal, hey, chill out. We're here from the health inspector.
It
That's gonna make him even more.
it actually uses its bonus action, or no, it runs backward away from Maydeen and then uses its bonus action and tries to hide. It probably fails. You guys can throw perception checks at it, but it didn't get very high.
I got a 9.
Okay, you failed too.
Perception.
You underestimate my power to roll lowly.
Yeah, I only got an 11.
11, that's fine.
I got a 19.
Easily there. And Fane?
I got 20.
Okay. So 11, 19, and 20 can all see where it hid haphazardly behind a like low block of apparently like wood or something on the ground. It's hard to tell in the darkness.
Where'd
Probably
it
a
go?
chopping
Where'd
block.
it go?
And with that, we enter initiative.
I got a 5.
Nice.
$21.
Okay.
Uh, 20.
Okay.
13.
13. All right. Maydeen, what would you like to do? You note as you look around in the darkness that there appear to be some red eyes past this thing.
Past it?
Yes.
How far past it?
Another 20 feet back, so you can just barely make out this figure with the glowing red eyes, or not glowing red eyes, but just red eyes.
So if I had a 20-foot radius sphere,
That would hit both of them, yes.
that would hit. All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna need those creatures to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Wait. They don't take it yet.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm just casting Hunger of Hadar.
Alright. And then on their turn, they make their saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. Fane.
I am going to. Oh wait. How close are they to us?
One of them is 20 feet back, the other one is... Or, I'm sorry, one of them is 40 feet back, the other one is 60 feet back.
I'm gonna aim for that first one and do Moonbeam
Okay.
at level 3.
Okay. So it needs to make a dex save?
Which save is it? Yeah, there's a save, but I can't remember which one it is.
Might be 12, too. I don't remember.
Constitution.
Okay. It fails, I'm pretty sure. 8.
Yep, that fails. So 3 d10s. So where's my d10s? Here it is. 8, 9, and 7.
Okay. Cool. And then it is... Oh, technically that'll happen when it starts its turn, which is just now.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that all happens. And then it also will take damage from Hunger of Hadar on the start of its turn.
Yeah, it has to make a dex saving throw.
Okay, 15. What is your save DC?
Oh, was that 15?
Yeah.
My spell save DC is 15.
Okay, so it just barely saved.
Okay. Well, it's still blinded, so.
Okay. And does it have any other effect happen to it, or?
It's blinded and area is difficult terrain.
Okay.
It's also very cold, if that matters.
Oh yeah, it takes 2d6 cold damage, just straight up. It doesn't get any save on that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So go ahead and give me that 2d6.
5.
Okay. And then it is going to run out of the area, or try to run out of the area, I should say. But it can't actually see. So it's going to run in a random direction.
Also, it's difficult terrain.
Yep. So it's going to walk in a random direction. And it walks deeper into the darkness. And does not get very far. You can't see it either, technically, because no light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area. But, yeah. Okay. Then we come to Saren's turn.
I want to how far away is this thing?
The one in the darkness is some distance in that you can't see. The one past that is 60 feet out. So it's at the other one is maybe between 20 feet was right at the beginning, so 40 feet back. Oh, you can't actually see either of them, but you can remember that one of them was probably at what is it? 60 feet back from you. So you would have disadvantage trying to attack it.
It's behind me.
Or past you, like out that way. In front of you, I guess is really what it would be.
Okay.
Or no, it would be behind you because the hook thing came up from behind and then ran
Yeah.
back.
That's true. Look real quick here. Okay. I'm going to cast. I'm going to turn around and cast Guiding Bolt generally behind me.
Which one of them do you? Because you can shoot at either of them, but you have disadvantage on one of them, and the other one you're just shooting at a square, hoping to hit.
Well, the range is 120. Can I? The one that's really far away, is that out of it?
No,
Is
it's
he
within
out of
reach.
that range?
That's well within reach.
Well, he's already been injured, so I'm gonna go for the one that hasn't been injured.
Okay.
That's closer to me.
Oh no, the one that's closer to you is the one that's been injured.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I will cast it at the one that's been injured that's closer to me.
Okay. So you're kind of guessing on which square this one is in?
And I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
Alright. So, let me think. Give me a d4 to see if you hit the right square.
Okay.
And then I'll not put you at disadvantage if you do hit the right square, because I think that's a little bit further than disadvantage to try and hit the square.
2.
Wow, you actually hit it. Okay, cool. You had a 1 in 4 shot at that, so shoot your shot. You've got a normal to hit.
Okay. Well, in that case. Well, that would be a 21.
That easily hits. Alright.
So, let's see here. "18 points of damage, and the next attack gets advantage on him."
You hear it squeal a death cry, so you can generally guess that it just died. But I mean, you can still shoot for it if you want to next round. It's probably dead, but it could just be faking. Who knows?
Right. So the next person who attacks it gets advantage on it. So it's up to you guys.
Which is interesting because the advantage comes from a glow, but it's in this area of super dark. So who knows how that works. I mean,
Yeah.
technically it's true, it does still give advantage, so that beats out the disadvantage and makes it neutral, but the glow still doesn't penetrate, so who knows. Alright, go ahead, sorcerer. Do your thing.
Can I see it now?
No.
Can I walk over to it and then see it?
If you walk into this area, you will not be able to see it for one, and for two, start taking damage.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got... Basically, she created a little black hole with weird tentacles that is messing with space-time in that area.
I see. I'm gonna assume it's dead. Do I see any other targets?
You know of one more target. There was a guy further back that is still in the area of effect of the spell. But you know where he is, so you can shoot at him. If you're just shooting a ranged attack, it'll be at disadvantage. If you're shooting a fireball, then it doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll shoot a magic missile
Okay,
out
that'll
of
work.
my one.
That works. So you automatically hit.
Two,
2,
three,
3.
and 2.
Okay.
So 7.
Yep.
7 damage.
Cool. And then it moves forward. Yeah, it's smart enough to move forward to try and get out of this darkness. Or it's dumb enough to move forward to try and get out of this darkness, I should say. But it does reach the edge of the darkness and get out. Oh, it needs to make a dex save to check against those milky tentacles.
Yep.
It failed its save, so give me your 46 damage.
$18.
Okay.
Did it also just walk into the moonbeam?
It did not do that yet. Well, actually, it's straight. Yeah, right on the edge would be the moonbeam, so...
So it just... Let me just double check this, but I'm pretty sure it just...
Needs to make a con save to...
Yep.
Okay, 11 doesn't make its con save.
Nope.
So give me your
So
damage.
and that would be D3.
Yeah, 3d10.
Yep. So 9, 9, 7.
Okay. Alright. It squeals, but it doesn't sound dead yet. And then we come back to the top of the round with Maydeen.
Well, my Hunger Fadar requires concentration.
So you can use a spell that doesn't require concentration if you want to.
Yeah, but I can't really see anything.
No, you'd be guessing at where it is. Although you did just hear it squeal from the square where the moonbeam is. You can see that because it goes up 40 feet in the air.
I could try to Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you'd just be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I can do that. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Let's open this up. I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yes. You rolled at disadvantage and...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2 really great rolls. Let's see. 1 d10 or
2d10.
okay, so the first one hits.
Yeah, the first one hit. For 1d10.
That is. That gets my attack modifier, right?
Yeah, it gets your, yeah, because you have
11 damage.
agonizing blast. It is dead.
Okay,
Squeals out its death scream.
cool.
I assume you leave your milky darkness up for another couple rounds just to wait and see if they make any more noise, but...
Yeah. I don't trust them.
Well, those look dead.
Yeah, when you release the darkness, you can see 2 frozen over corpses with parts of their body ripped off by the tentacles. They look humanoid, but with swine heads.
What kind of weird crap has been going on in here?
I would say the march of capitalism and progress.
Yeah, well, if you end up looking like that in the end, maybe it's not a great thing.
I mean, I'm sure it's not that bad.
I don't know. They look pretty dead to me. And last I checked, dead was not a good thing.
All right. So do you want to progress further into the darkness?
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, unless we take a short rest.
If you want to take a short rest here in the middle of this black abyss, with the only glowing thing nearby being connected to one of your people.
I mean,
It's cozy.
yeah, I think it's fine.
Well, we might as well press on, I guess.
Besides, what would you get out of a short rest at the moment?
Getting your
Nadine would get a spell slot back.
yeah, getting our spell slots back.
Oh, only Nadine would get a spell slot back.
Oh, why only her?
Because she's a warlock. Warlocks get spell slots back on a short rest. Everybody
Oh.
else
Yep.
has to take a long rest to get them back.
Okay, let's take a long
Perks of
rest.
being a warlock.
A long rest is 8 hours. Do you want to spend 8 hours in this dark abyss?
I'm not spending 8 hours here for one spell slot.
I
No,
get 2 spell slots back. I get 2.
we grab one of the pig carcasses at the front on the way out, the one that's already cooked. We go, we have a nice meal, we picnic out front. I mean,
once we have cleared the place out and there's not any problems left, that sounds like a very good idea. Then people can get back to work. And by the way, is there a set tax rate for this town yet?
So before it was sitting at about 22%, which is onerously high, but that's just a Harleton thing. He likes really high tax rates.
Well, you have to have high tax rates to have good benefits.
Yeah. Not that there were good benefits, but still, yeah.
After we go stew.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh,
Pat.
sorry.
Pat.
Okay, is audio better now? Yes. Okay.
Now that we've finished that, do we hear any other noises in the place?
Oh yeah, you hear creaking and squeals in the distance. You aren't certain if they're humans squealing or pigs. It's really hard to tell.
I'm sure it's friendly squeals.
We better get closer and check it out.
Happy squeals.
It's what the sorcerer thought earlier. Yeah.
Squeals of delight for being productive members of society. For the greater good.
I say we go verify that. Because it could be squeals of delight for eating a productive member of society.
Or squeals that they heard their demon fellow pigs die.
Every moment counts. Let's take a 15-minute rest.
Is that could do you any good?
What would you get back on a 15-minute rest? Do you get your sorcery points back on short rest?
No, I don't get anything.
Oh, okay.
He just wants a short nap. There's nothing wrong with that.
So you don't actually get anything out of it.
Well, you get a nap. Alright, so you head on into the darkness. You can tell that there's skittering around you. The clap, clap, clap of hooves.
I hope that's hooves.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how do you think they're making more of these things?
Actually, probably not with clapping.
Yes,
Oh,
let's
how
Clap
boring.
clap them into existence.
Oh, by the way, the two things that we killed, did we have any, were we able to have any idea of what they were?
You can attempt a religion roll. No, Arcana.
I got this. I got a 15.
Okay. You can tell that they are some kind of alchemical hybrid between man and pig.
There's some
Good.
kind of alchemical hybrid between man and pig.
Do I get anything better with a 19?
You're just able to detect that they apparently do not have any troll blood in them.
No, surprise, surprise.
Instead, they may have some sort of demon blood.
Have we yet encountered anything with troll blood in it?
Probably not, but it'd be hard to tell because you have killed everything so far with acid and fire. And I'm just going to give you for free, troll things die to acid and fire.
Well, yeah, that's true.
What about lightning bolts?
No, those don't kill troll things.
So,
Real-
such discrimination.
Lightning won't kill a troll, huh?
Nope, you can knock it down with lightning, but you can't finish it off. You've got to burn it. Or acid burn it, I guess. So yeah.
I think somebody had their stories backwards.
Right?
There ain't a troll in this place.
Well, there may be some troll-blooded things in the future as you progress. You do notice that the squeals are closer as you move basically towards the north along this abandoned work line. And eventually, you reach a piled series of boxes. You're doing this on your spider mounts, of course.
Mhm.
So you reach a piled series of boxes that is about 15 feet tall, and it seems to go on into the distance to either side. It's almost like a wall was formed here out of boxes, wooden crates.
Are they solid boxes, or can we see if they're crates or there openings in them?
There would be openings, but you can see into some of them, but you can't see through any of them.
Smash one open. Smash.
Okay, so you smash into the wall with what weapon are you using?
Oh, I thought it was a box.
They're boxes that have formed a wall.
Oh. I have a stick.
Okay, you can try to smash a box with a stick.
Yeah. I rolled a 16. Do I hit?
Yes, you hit the box. I wasn't gonna have you roll that.
For 1d8 plus 1 is 7 damage.
Nice. You deal 7 damage to the box. It breaks a little bit of the side off of it. And then you hear a slight rumble as a few boxes tumble to the ground near you.
Can we see any more than we could see before?
No, so they were... The very top of the pile is now basically on the ground a little bit around him.
Hmm.
You could climb up it with your spiders. You could...
I guess I shoot brass to the ceiling and I go up the brass. Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, so the spider shoots brass to the ceiling. And misses.
It misses the ceiling.
It doesn't produce enough hydraulic pressure to shoot all the way up to the ceiling.
Oh.
So instead, the brass line falls onto the boxes, and some of them catch fire.
I guess I
No.
start climbing the flaming pile of boxes in the spider.
Okay.
You know, I did say we could solve this whole thing with arson at the very beginning.
It's our MO.
You have used arson in the past.
You do realize if we do that, we then have to rebuild the factory afterwards.
And it
And
may
it
or
will
may
cost
not,
money to do that.
and it will probably also kill all of the troll-blooded pigs. Because it's
What
fire.
troll-blooded pigs?
The ones that are supposed to be in here.
The ones that we haven't seen yet.
Starting to think they don't exist.
Well, I think whoever was doing these experiments with feeding people a line of crap is what I'm.
Yep, to keep them out, keep them at bay.
So as the sorcerer crests the pile of boxes, he sees a bunch of pigs with weird bloated growths on their bodies, just milling about. All of them seem to have cloth in their mouths.
And what?
Cloth in their mouths,
Well, I
Keeping
think
them
these are
from-
normal pigs then.
keeping them from squealing.
These are gagged pigs.
Yes.
With strange growths on their body. I think these are actually the troll pigs that may in fact that we were told about. But why would they be gagged like that? Very strange.
The fire continues to slowly spread.
We need to help them, right?
They're troll pigs. We don't help them either. All abominations need to die.
What a pro-life stance.
They're abomination to nature.
So Nadine, what do you want to do about this? This is possibly your money ticket. And it
Yeah,
might be
I
about
mean-
turn.
This is infinite pork chops.
Yes.
Yeah, but they could be attacking people. They could attack people too. That's the only problem.
Well, I mean, pigs can attack people, and we'd let them roam around and eat things.
We have not ever encountered one of these, so we don't know how they act.
It's true.
I'm gonna yell up to the sorcerer, remember infinite pork chops. Think of the sandwiches.
I'm a vegetarian.
You've eaten orc livers.
That's
You were-
different. Have you tried them?
You were eating overcooked bacon earlier. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say you were eating bacon earlier.
We just passed into our sacred time of the year.
Sacred.
No.
4 minutes ago.
Sorcerers don't have sacred times of
I
the
was
year.
gonna say
Technically, he's divine soul sorcerer. He might have a sacred time of the year.
Well, that's true, I guess.
And I mean, you can follow a god without being a cleric. You just...
I don't, but you could.
So does one of you want to try to put out some of this fire?
Yeah, I'll cast sleet on it.
Okay. That puts it out
I
immediately.
thaumaturgy a couple of the extra things out, I guess.
Yeah. Sleet Storm immediately puts it out and makes the area around the sorcerer difficult terrain.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Yeah, the spider actually ignores difficult terrain, so...
Yeah.
Or I should say most kinds of difficult terrain. Some
Are
things...
are the boxes stable enough for the spider to climb up?
Yep.
I take my spider and climb up to the top of the boxes.
Okay. You too, with your glowing sword, see down into this pile or kennel of pigs. I don't really know what you would call this walled enclosure of pigs.
So
Corral. A corral of pigs.
There you go, corral of pigs.
So this wall of boxes goes all the way around.
Well, as far as you can see, it does, but you can only see like 40 feet to either side of you. They can only see 60 feet to either side of them. But that's enough to see from one wall to the other. So, yes, it does.
I climb down the wall of boxes down to where the pigs are
Okay.
and attempt to remove one of the pieces of cloth.
The pig happily allows you to remove the piece of cloth. It wags its curled little tail and oinks happily at you.
Okay. It doesn't attempt to attack me or anything.
No.
And it doesn't make some horrible, god-awful noise.
No, it does not speak abyssal.
So why the hell do they have cloth in their mouth?
Hey, we don't kink shame in this party.
It doesn't look like they were having fun, okay?
You see the pig wander off into basically an area where there appears to be a trough, but there doesn't appear to be anything in it.
So they had these pigs walled off, corralled off, and they weren't feeding them.
It looks like that, yes. Then you see the pig nip at one of the other pigs.
I imagine they're all hungry. I climb back up the wall of boxes.
I climb after him. It's a race.
Because even as a dragonborn, I know that it's not smart to be in an area with a bunch of hungry pigs in it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just let them out and have them go eat the whole bunch of charred pigs at the beginning.
Or go after the other pigs. If there's any left.
Hello, pigs, I say in abyssal. Will you go eat the other pigs if I let you out?
That would clear, that would cut down on the cleaning mess.
None of them respond to you. None of them seem to understand what you're saying in abyssal.
Huh. These ones don't seem as smart.
Maybe they're not demon pigs.
I guess it's a demon pig infiltration.
So do we want to let them loose or what do we want to do?
No, definitely not. Do we need to go through them or something?
No, the wall pretty much ends. Like you've reached the end of the building. and you can see to either side, like, where the walls are. So, somewhere in this building, probably on a different floor, remain maybe up to 70 or close to 70 other people.
Uh-oh. I guess we look for the stairs?
Okay? Right. Saren, you feel a hook dig at the back of your shoulder and see a squealing pig run away from behind you. It doesn't actually hurt you, it bounces off your armor, but
And that's the pig that I took the cloth out of its
no, you
mouth.
see a hook, one of the hook carrying people pigs.
Oh, another one of those things.
Yeah.
I turn around and breath weapon it.
Okay.
Lightning blast the thing.
I rolled a 1 for its save.
That failed.
That's definitely a fail.
I mean, technically it's a 4 total for a dex save, but
I say if he has dex save of lower than a 4, there's a problem.
So my breath weapon's what, 2d6?
3d6 now.
3d6. Okay. $11 points of lightning damage.
In the light of the lightning damage, you can see that there's another hook-wielding one coming towards you, and another of the ones with a big cleaver butcher blade behind it.
So there's now 3 of these things.
And,
I guess. Firebolt?
well, initiative.
Surprise round.
No, they saw you. They got the surprise round.
I got an
Yeah.
18.
Okay.
Play one.
Five.
Oh, great. That's not good.
19.
So I'll let you guys play and then clean up whatever's left.
Yeah. Okay. So, we start with Fane.
How high is the ceiling?
It's about 60 feet high.
Can I do call of lightning?
Yeah.
We're having to do a call of lightning.
So a little storm cloud appears at the top of the building here, and a lightning bolt comes down, targeting who?
The closest one.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, the second closest one. Never
Second
mind.
closest one. Okay. It makes or tries to make a dexterity save. It makes a dexterity save. Easily. It rolled a 20. So
Yep. So it gets half damage, right?
yes.
So 3d10 and then divide it in half.
Yep.
9, 8, 9.
Okay.
So that's what?
It's 26, so 13.
Okay.
All right. And then we move on to Maydeen.
Oh, did they all? Okay, how far apart were they from each other? Because this is
About
within 5 foot.
30 feet apart from each other.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, they aren't all clumped up.
They aren't all clumped up, huh?
Correct. So your favorite tactic probably won't work here.
Is there one of them that looks any stronger than the others?
The one carrying the big butcher blade.
Okay. So that one is going to have to make a wisdom save.
Okay. No.
Alright, he's now Crown of Madness.
Okay. Let me just record that he's got on him. And then we move to... Oh, do you want to use your bonus action to make your tentacle thing appear? Because you haven't been using that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Let's see how that works again. Tentacle. Magically summon a tentacle. 10 foot long within 60 feet of you. It makes a melee spell attack now. So go ahead and make a spell attack on whichever one of these you want to try and hit.
One closest to the guy, just Crown of Madness.
Okay. So that'll be the one that was call lightninged.
Yeah. That is a 19.
That hits. So you deal 1d8 damage.
Plus my spell attack modifier.
No, just 1d8
Oh.
with this.
Just 8.
That's still 8. Alright. And then we are done with that. We move on to the sorcerer.
Okay, how many are left alive?
3. They are about... They're in a triangle, each of which is about 30 feet from the others.
I am going to firebolt the first one, the one that's closest.
Okay.
I got a 9,
That does not hit.
and I got a 21.
You rolled
Oh
hit
wait,
twice?
I don't cast it twice. Never mind.
Okay. So yeah. You miss. Firebolt goes firing off into the distance, hits one of the side walls, which is luckily made out of stone. Alright, and then it is the swine's turn. First we'll go to the one with the Crown of Madness, which runs over to its ally. Let's see, does it just run up and make a melee attack? Is that how that works?
Technically, I get to choose.
Okay. Must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose.
Yep. So, yeah, the one closest to it is the one it's going after.
Okay. Do, 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 do. 1 second. There we go. It makes a critical hit. For plus 2d4. For 28 points of damage, as its butcher blade causes a bleeding wound on the little creature, the hook creature thing.
Hmm.
Killing it instantly. Just
He didn't
takes
even
that
get
butcher blade and slices through the thing's throat.
He didn't even get a chance to ask why.
Yeah. There's no squeal from this one, but it's dead. Alright. And then the dead one's turn, and then the other one. The other one is going to turn on its ally and freak out, and then run towards the guy wearing robes. And try to hook him. Does a 19 hit you, sorcerer?
I cast shield and it doesn't hit me.
Okay.
Ping!
And then we finally move to Saren. This thing is within your melee reach.
I'm going to use my executioner's sword on it.
Okay. Swing, bada bada.
That would be a 22.
That hits. Hilariously.
$13 points of damage.
Alright. You carve a large chunk or slash across its torso. And then it goes to the top of the round. Fane.
I'm gonna use my bolt of lightning again because I can do that again. I'm gonna hit the one that Saren just attacked.
Okay, are you going to target it in such a way that it does not hit your allies?
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
I'm just checking.
No, I want to hit Saren.
Alright, so let's see. Its dex save is a 14, which does not beat your, Wait, actually, does that beat your
It
save
does
DC?
by one.
Okay,
Mine's 13.
okay, so it's halved.
9, 6, 7.
11 points of damage. You can tell this thing is mostly dead as it rolls around to Madine's turn.
Well, I'm keeping concentration for Crown of Madness. So I will Eldritch Blast whatever's left that's least damage that isn't my Crown of Madness.
Okay. You do know that on its turn, if there's nothing within melee reach, it does attack normally, right? Your Crown of Madness dude?
Yeah, he just stands there.
No, he gets to do his own turn. yeah, it's not as good as we thought it was.
Oh. Oh.
So you can target your Crown of Madness dude too, is what I mean, basically.
Oh yeah, sure, fine, that's fine.
Okay.
$23.
That hits.
And then the second one is 21.
That also hits. So 2d10 plus twice your charisma mod.
So that's 25.
All right. Damn. You do damage.
Mhm.
Then we move to the sorcerer.
I guess I'll firebolt again.
Which one are you targeting? The one that's been called lightninged, or the one that's a bit further out with the Crown of Madness on it?
I'll go for the one that's been called lightning.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
That hits. For 2d10 damage.
I got 8 damage.
That kills it. Alright, so your firebolt just lances into its skull and it cooks its little piggy brain.
Piggy brains.
They have barbecue now.
Alright, so then it's the Reaver's turn. It will run towards you guys, but it's not close enough to get to anybody on its turn. Or it's close enough to get to somebody, it's close enough to walk right up to Saren, but that's with double move.
So it could walk up to me, but it couldn't do anything.
It just stands there menacingly with this crown on its head. Oh, that also reminds me, Maydeen, I'll let you go back on to your turn to use your little tentacle thing if you wanted to hit the Crown of Madness guy.
Right, okay.
So roll your spell attack and then your d8.
$15.
That hits.
Then 4.
Alright. Then we come up to Saren.
So the 4 that you just did didn't kill it before I did. I take my executioner sword and aim for its head.
Okay.
Called shot to the head.
That's a 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
You're swinging for its head, it ducks low.
It's not as injured as I thought.
Yeah. Alright. And then we roll around to the top with Fane.
I use that ball lightning again and strike it.
Okay. Let's see if it makes its dex save. It does not. So 3d10 full damage.
10. 4, 6.
All right, and that just barely cooks the thing alive. It is now dead. So, bam. You've killed all of them. Congratulations. What do you want to do?
So these are just this bunch of pigs are just regular normal pigs.
The pigs that you have corralled up behind you?
Yeah.
So these are probably like go ahead and give me an Arcana roll.
$14.
Okay, with that you can guess that these are the troll-blooded pigs because you've been told that to look out for them. The growths on them, the weird kind of like brownish gray to their eyes.
That's what I sort of figured when I first saw them.
Yeah.
So,
You have that mostly confirmed by your Arcana roll.
and how many are there?
There are like oh gosh, how many would there be that would fit in there? Like 200 to 400, but you can't really see that well how many there are. There's at least 200 and there's probably space for 400.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're packed
Okay.
like trotter to trotter in there. But
Okay. I say we just turn around and walk away.
Well, don't we need to go find the 70 people and see if they're in here?
Oh, yeah, we need to go upstairs.
yeah.
But I say, yeah, these are the troll pigs that we were told about. And there's a couple hundred of them.
Well, I mean, I can take another 100.
I'm assuming we leave them here for the people to do what they want to do, and we head up and look to see if there's any missing people on the upper floors of this place.
So you're looking for stairs, right?
Yeah.
Everyone go ahead and make me an intelligence roll real quick.
I also start looking for elevators. I got a 19.
I got 22.
See if we had Herbert, he could just lift us up there.
Well, speaking of lifting you up there, you do have these spiders that you can ride.
Can't these crawl up walls?
Yeah. Yeah, they can.
I think we're overthinking this.
You wanted an intelligence roll?
Yes.
That is 10.
Okay, you also come up with the idea independently to use your spider to climb up the walls.
I forgot it was even there.
You've just been riding it this whole time and chilling with it.
Well, Well, during combat, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, none of you directed it to use its web thing on your turn or anything like that, so...
Gotta remember to do that. So yeah.
You can go up to the upper gantries fairly easily if you just have your spiders climb the wall side. Also, with the 19 and 22, you independently come up with the ideas to open some windows while you're up there to let in some light.
And it would let out some of the burnt pig smell too.
Is it gonna be worse than what it smells like and then outside?
It would be different.
Yeah, because you add the smell.
It would smell like bacon. What are you talking about? Bacon smells good. It would smell like bacon.
No, it smells like charred pig, like overcooked bacon, which is not so good.
Right. So
I think this one's burnt.
it would smell like it smelled outside with char on top of that.
Yeah, so the smell isn't going to be all that great. I mean, the smell inside here is also terrible. It smells like an abattoir still. Like, in here, like, they cleaned up some blood, but not all of it.
Okay, so we open windows and we climb up the walls.
Okay, so you climb the walls, open the windows, and now you can see around in here to some extent, around the areas where the windows have been opened. And along that gantry up top, you can see that there's a basically what appears to be an alchemical laboratory built into the area up there, where there's a chained large figure with horns on its head, and it's wearing a loincloth that has a pointed tail.
Oh yeah, a demon.
I've come to bargain.
Is it a demon or does it look like another mixture of something?
It looks like a demon. You can make a religion roll, though, to be certain of what kind of demon it is.
$19.
That's more than enough. So this is a, what are they called? This is a glabrezu. So I'm sorry, it doesn't have a horned tail. It has two pinchy hands in addition to its regular hands.
Claws.
Yeah. Specifically like scorpion pincers.
Guys, this is not a fun creature. It's also high enough level that how the hell did somebody trap one of these?
It's a good question.
So, Mr. Sorcerer, you speak abyssal. Come here, please.
Does the sorcerer follow the cleric?
Yeah, I guess I follow him.
Go
Okay.
talk to Mr. Chained Up dude over there.
Tell him we'll let him go if he promised never to come or bother us or ever come to the city again.
I walk up to the demon and I say in abyssal, "Hey, buddy, you don't look like you're having that great a day."
You can tell that there's something odd about this demon, but you aren't certain what. It's staring directly at you, but its eyes seem strangely unfocused.
I kind of poke it.
It doesn't really move very much. You can also tell that there appear to be there appears to be some kind of spike buried in the back of its neck. Since you got close enough to poke it, I should say. Do you report this back to the party?
Guys, I think this demon's fucked up.
We never met Harleton's wizard, or at least I don't remember ever meeting him.
If by meeting you mean he shouted something at you and then you blew his head off with a cannon, then that's about as much meeting as you guys did.
Well, yeah, I wasn't involved in that.
You were not.
Would he have been? Is there any way for me to know whether he would have been a strong enough wizard to do this?
There is no way for you to know that. You can guess that he was strong enough to cast fairly powerful fireballs in quick succession, and he was capable of teleporting and flying.
But this seems like something more difficult to do than that.
A little bit, yeah.
So, after the sorcerer says that, I make the statement that whoever did this has to be an extremely powerful wizard.
Or cleric.
Or, yes. Actually, can I make a religion check? Is there any way for me to know whether it'd be a cleric that did this?
Actually, go ahead and make a religion check, yeah. As long as you're close enough to the demon to, like, determine, anything about it.
Yeah, I'll walk over to it, since it didn't seem to respond to the sorcerer. I'll walk over to it.
Okay.
I got a 17 on my religion check.
Okay. You can tell that the spike protruding from the back of its neck is carved with religious symbols of a cult that should have died out a long time ago. So, if you had to guess, this was probably done by either a cleric or a warlock of that cult.
I tell the party what you just said.
Okay. They were themselves devil worshippers, specifically, not demon worshippers. So, devils and demons don't get along, is a big important thing.
Not at all. As a matter of fact,
There's this whole thing called the Blood War, where they're warring at each other forever, and ever and ever.
Yeah. So, what do we want to do, guys?
Well, I mean, let's keep killing these guys, right? We can deal with the demon once it's over. I mean, it might be useful. It's definitely not a problem right at the moment.
Yeah, dealing with the demon seems like a for next time problem.
Yep.
Um,
I'm saying let's find these people and save them.
and I say, whoever did this, whoever trapped this, is probably stronger than we can deal with right now. So yeah, our best objective would be to continue searching for the missing people.
So interestingly, you do note that there are cages all around you, but they appear to be empty.
Hmm. Do any of them look recently used at all?
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll. And everybody can do this.
Guidance for everyone!
Okay. You can pick one person at a time to guidance, but each of you can do your investigation rolls in sequence. So,
I got an 18.
okay.
21.
Okay, yeah.
20.
17.
Alright, all
Yeah,
of you
everyone had
notice
it.
that there is one that appears to have been fairly recently used. It has a collar like connected to the chain, or connected to a chain to the side of the um, cage, and a bowl, a human bowl, like, or humanoid design bowl with a spoon in it. The collar is sized such that it would fit on a person's neck.
Okay.
Anyone in a hurry to put that on?
Nope.
I think I'm good.
Are there any floors above this?
No, but as you do look around, you can tell that there is definitely a way, or a connection point from this gantry to another one that leads off into the darkness a bit.
If we're gonna keep searching for these people, I think we need to go that way. There's nothing else down here.
Okay.
That's the way.
With that decision made, I'm going to go ahead and call it here for the night, because it's just about time for us to end. So, I hope that was fun for everybody.
It was a good time.
Oh, yeah.
My first demon.
Went a completely different way than we were originally told, but that's the
Oh,
way
yeah.
it goes.
I mean, technically, none of you were lied to this entire time.
Not entirely, but not totally the truthful either.
Well, they told you as much of the truth as they knew.
They were making, quote, educated guesses.
Yep. All right. So, please like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, listen to our podcast version of this on Spotify. Check out our Discord, and we'll be streaming on Twitch probably this coming week.
Sunday.
Yep, this coming Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeah, not right now, but like the other
I was
Sunday.
gonna say, right now, yes, right now.
We did it, and nobody even knew it.
That would be so sad. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing, and I hope everyone had a great time. Bye.
And
Good night.
we'll be doing Mage on Tuesday, and
Oh, yeah.
that should come out a couple days after that.
Yeah. Also, go check out Rowain's work on Royal Road. It's under Rowain Flynn. All right. See y'all later. Have a great night.
Bye.